The sky is not empty. It listens. Somewhere above the battlefield, an invisible ear turns in the dark, searching, waiting, recording the pulse of what's to come. Each rotation cuts through wind and cloud, feeling for what no human eye can see. This is the sound of vigilance, the heartbeat of the unseen. The soldiers below may never look up, but the sky is awake and it never sleeps. Before the trigger is pulled, before the engines roar, war begins here in silence. A single pulse leaves the radar's dish, racing into the void. 1/1,000,000th of a second later, it returns with a whisper. A shape, a distance, a life. In the command room, screens flicker. Targets bloom into green light. Someone breathes. Someone decides.
Lock on target.
The hum deepens. The lock engages. But behind the precision lies something older than conflict fear. The fear of what moves unseen. And that fear is where radar was born. How did we build the eye that never blinks? To understand, we must go back to the first spark that taught the sky to listen.
The eye that never blinks.
It began in secrecy,
I think we've got
in
it.
the chill of 1,930 seconds Europe. Scientists gathered in hidden labs, haunted by rumors of faster planes, darker weapons. They turned to the air itself, to the invisible waves that touch everything yet go unseen. When the first radio pulse bounced off metal and returned, humanity felt the echo of its own heartbeat. It was crude, fragile, but revolutionary. In a war built on sight, we had found a way to see without eyes, and from that moment, the sky was no longer silent.
We had found a way to see without eyes.
Decades later, the war had ended, but the science was just beginning. Deep inside sterile factories, sparks rained from machines carving the veins of a new technology. Molten metal became magnetrons. Silicon wafers grew into circuits that could speak in frequencies higher than thunder. Engineers tuned each wave, shaping it like sculptors of the unseen. Every spark was a promise that one day, this invisible energy would become the most powerful sense mankind had ever built. These are not weapons of destruction, but instruments of awareness. A pulse is nothing without a mind to interpret it. Inside a radar's core, silence becomes calculation. Signals return like ghosts, distorted, scattered, bent by rain and terrain. Yet from the chaos, the processor builds truth. Algorithms sift through echoes to find meaning. Friend, foe, storm, mountain. In this brief conversation between energy and logic, destiny is written. Between two pings, a decision is made, who survives and who disappears. The machine does not feel, yet it listens with more patience than any human could bear. And then comes form. Steel is shaped into frames, gears aligned with mathematical grace. In massive hangars, parabolic antennas rise like temples of precision. Bolts click into place under pale floodlights. The first rotation begins slow, deliberate, majestic. It's more than machinery. It's a gesture of purpose. The eye of steel opens, ready to watch the world. But even the strongest eye must face the storm. Because in nature, as in war, clarity is always tested.
The eyes of steel are rising.
Rain begins to fall. Wind screams. Lightning fractures the sky. Yet the radar turns on. Each drop of rain becomes 1,000 false echoes. Yet the signal persists. Calm, measured, unwavering. Engineers watch the data streams. Each pulse returning through thunder like a voice through chaos. The storm doesn't break the signal, one of them whispers. It proves it. And for a moment, even nature seems to listen. In the noise of the world, only those who can hear beyond the noise will endure. Not all battles are fought in war. Some are against fog, against distance, against time.
It proves it.
Radar now guides aircraft through darkness, steers ships through storms, and watches the clouds for signs of danger. The same wave that once found the enemy now finds the lost. The same pulse that guided missiles now saves lives. What began as a weapon has become a guardian. Its hum has changed, still powerful, but compassionate. The sky, once a field of fear, has become a field of care.
United 103, clear for takeoff, runway 27, left.
We have time now.
Beyond our planet, radar listens to the stars. It maps asteroids, tracks the drifting remnants of satellites, measures the distance to the moon with the same patience it once used to measure a threat. Every signal we send returns as a story of where we are in the universe. From war rooms to observatories, the same truth echoes. To know, we must listen.
That's the heartbeat of another star.
Now the radar turns slowly in the dawn,
To know,
its beams
we
sweeping
must
across
listen.
calm skies. Each rotation, a quiet heartbeat of vigilance. We built this to see what we could not. But in doing so, we built something else, a mirror. Because every signal we send into the unknown returns as an echo of who we are. Fearful, curious, watchful, human. Power doesn't always roar. Sometimes, it listens.
We built this to see what we could not. Power doesn't always roar. Sometimes it listens.